What's up, y'all? I am Hip Gregory. Did you hear about the French defense minister who's upset with the movie Wakanda Forever for his portrayal of the French military? Spoiler alert, in the movie, the French military makes an attempt to steal some vibranium. And this dude is upset. He tweeted, I strongly condemn this false and deceptive representation of our armed forces. So first off, this isn't a documentary, right? You know, Wakanda is a fictional place, but this dude, he act like people can't do no research because there are 4 or 5 territories that the French military is occupying today. The Ivory Coast being one of them, and they occupied Mali. They had over 5,000 troops in Mali forever. They pulled out in 2022, and then historically speaking, this do act like France wasn't involved with chattel slavery and the transatlantic slave trade. Because, matter of fact, the reason why my government name is French because my ancestors was enslaved by France on the island of Hispaniola, which they actually split in half, with Spain controlling one half, the Dominican Republic, and France controlling the other half, Haiti. And during this era, France came up. They came up bigly. They made so much money off of coffee and sugar in particular that they surpassed Britain in supremacy. They became a powerhouse. Matter of fact, Haiti made more money than the entire Spanish Empire in the 1700s. Um, Haiti made more money than all of the North American colonies put together. Haiti was the richest colony in the world at the time. And when you think about Haiti today, that's such a stark contrast, man. That is crazy. So the first and only successful slave revolt was the Haitian Revolution. So that started in 1791 and went all the way to 1804. And after this, France was so desperate for money that they sold all of the land that they had in North America. They sold it what was called the Louisiana Purchase, where America gained control of Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wyoming, and Montana. So the landscape of America changed drastically. And after this, Thomas Jefferson, he didn't want the slaves to get any big ideas. So U.S., France, all the European nations, they wanted to punish Haiti, right? So they wouldn't recognize them as a country, and they refused to trade with Haiti, basically putting sanctions on them. With sanctions, cripple countries. You can't, trade with other countries. You're left in a tough spot. And they wanted Haiti to pay France reparations. So the former slaves have to pay reparations to the former slave owners just because they had the audacity to want to be free like everybody else. So a man got to pay another man money for his God given right of freedom. And it gets worse because in 1825, the King of France, King Charles X, rolled in with armed warships, threatening violence, saying, "You pay us 150 million francs or suffer the consequences," which was 10 times as much as the United States paid in the Louisiana Purchase. So, stuck between a rock and a hard place, Haiti had no choice with the sanctions and the threat of military force. And to pay this debt all, they had to take loans with French banks, which accumulated millions of dollars of interest. And the United States, they played a role as a debt collector, and that caused interest on that side as well. And there are different accounts to how much money Haiti paid, but it said that Haiti paid somewhere between 20 to 30 billion dollars to France. It took them 122 years to pay this debt off. And, that's a long time. You think that France would be like, you know what, man, y'all good. You don't owe us anything. We should be paying you. We the one that did you wrong. No, they collected every single red cent, every dime. So, why would anybody portray France in a negative light? Like, it beats me. And I don't get why this guy, maybe he felt he had the cachet to go out like this because he's from France and France returned a whole bunch of historical objects that were stolen from Africa. Um, man, there are 80, they say 85 to 90% of historical artifacts and objects and artwork are not in the continent of Africa. It's been stolen. So, by the way, no other countries follow suit. This was not a trend. Matter of fact, Belgium said that we gonna keep it because Africa can take care of it. They can't take care of it. I mean, how you know that? Because y'all stole it. I mean, think about that logic. That's like somebody, yeah, officer, I stole their car, but that just proves that they can't take care of it. So let them consider it a lesson learned. They got to do better next time. So, and that is a good thing that France returned that stuff. Over 90,000 historical items was returned. But I noticed that they didn't return it with any checks. There was no money along with that. I mean, how many people did you kill to get your hands on these objects? How much money did you make off these items that have been in your museums for years, along with the money that you made off of reparations and the free labor and the stolen goods and supplies and resources? Man, in the headlines lately, I've seen a lot of talk about reparations. It's campaign time. People was running for president and stuff like that. And when I think of reparation, this song always jumps in my head. A classic record, a oldie but goodie by Rihanna. It goes, "Bitch, better have my money." You know the word? Pay me what you owe me. I think this should be the official reparation theme song. What y'all think? Let a brother know. Peace, y'all. I'm out.